Okay. Assuming you are watching this from the playlist you should be watching this from, you have come for my no nonsense, this technology exists, so get on with it, use it playlist for educational purposes. As we are rapidly progressing to a Type 1 civilization, if we don't blow each other up, keeping our politics outside and out of this, what are technologies that are at your fingertips, like the previous video, that could allow you to, 1, be entirely self-sufficient from home, and 2, scale up to a commercial farm? Medicines, so on and so forth. Well, if you acknowledge some of the other videos I've put out there, and I'll redress again in this format, there's technologies out there that allows you to produce anything from raw material in your own home with a single-use appliance that could feasibly be made as a part of the architecture of the house. And these technologies are easily scale-upable to commercial levels. I mean, for goodness sake, we have, for really, really rich people, devices that will cook food for you. We have the dishwasher. We now have lab-grown meat that is real meat, not soy. We have coffee machines. Put two and two together. Like, come on, we have battle droids now. Self-driving cars. If you've watched my previous video, you would know my stance on that one and what we could do to improve it. How to do it as well. Hydroponic labs. Ooh, dirty drug words. Okay, well look at this. In Japan, it is used as their main production of food. And these are all stuff that you could easily buy off fucking Etsy, and look at that. Right, make it into a nice little fish tank in a cavity wall. Right, there you go. Now you've got fish on Sunday. Right, so you can power it with solar panels and batteries. Right, if you've got a large enough property, wind turbines aren't too much of a nuisance. Nuclear power for the grid, for various reasons, and I'm just going to let these pictures speak for themselves. That's something I'm going to touch on more. I didn't expect to find that in that search. But, yeah. Telecommunications can all be done through satellite dish. You get all your possible signals, right? You can still use the grid, and it doesn't take that much to really launch something into space these days. Full-blown advent for a company that hopefully could get enough money to make an escrow account so you just could dial any number through VPN, right? Fuck telecommunications companies. That's how small the software comes down to, the hardware comes down to on a computer, right? Right there, right? Take it camping, it's that modular, it like doesn't need to be perfect, right? But you could build it into a house and make it perfect, right? That was Top Gear, by the way. Yeah, remember that show? This is what you need if you just want to listen in and not broadcast. If you're Australian, make sure that you get the proper one because we use different frequencies in the US. Okay, so what about those of you who are pessimists and want to go, well, how do I make it end of the world proof? Well, with the weapons we could build, realistically, if we wanted to destroy this planet properly, you can't. I'm sorry, I can't build your fallout shelter that fucking intense. But obvious construction tools, obvious construction tools. You want to put it underground using these hydroponic labs and these well, you know, lab-grown meats. You could feed anyone with a reasonable small amount of space. Have a dedicated computer room that has all your possible computer needs. You know, is linked up to all your 3D printers and so on and so forth. Right, like you could make it feasibly survivable on that level if you're an absolute fucking doomer. Now, how do I scale this up to commercial properties? Well, just build a greenhouse for all your hydro labs and a storage shed for all your petri dishes. There you go. At this point, hand-reared animals, if you were to invest in this technology that does solidly exist now, right, that's a luxury item, right? If you're raising hand-grown cattle and whatnot, you could sell that for a fucking mint once this industry gets off the ground. Right? Rich motherfuckers want, ooh, fancy real caviar and the real steak. There you go. Now, I'm going to touch a bit more on that water filtration that I didn't expect to pop up in the search. Right? And the reason why I stayed silent on the nuclear pictures is because if you're listening this far, right, you don't care if you're listening to something flagged, and YouTube seems to ignore the 5-minute extra long videos because they are able to be made into ads. Trust me, if there's ever an ad on my videos, I haven't monetized anything. YouTube hates me, and I hate YouTube as a mutual opinion. But, basically, we now have reactors that can eat the nuclear material of older reactors, and newer reactors are damn near impossible to scuttle. You would need a crack team of psychopaths that are both nuclear engineers and special forces to do that shit. Or you could just drop a bomb on it, but, like, let's face it, right? That would just be total warfare, and let's hope not. Doomer territory, right? But what are filtrations used for? Let's say you got a bore water, you got rainwater tanks and all that stuff. Doom preparation, blah 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 blah. There are filters that can filter all that shit out. That shit. It's the same technology that goes into your coffee machine. You need to change them out every now and then. Well, the same can be applied to all of your wastewater. Right? I don't wanna drink piss water. First of all, we can make it cleaner than anything that your jug from your fucking household tap makes. And again, same technology. Right? We could put it through that again. Alright, and I'll tell you what, it won't taste as good as river water that's actually clean. Right? And trust me, you need some of the stuff that's in that river water. So, I can, through filtration system, recycle that shit so clean you wouldn't be able to tell the difference if it was literally raining into your mouth. And guess what? You're drinking dinosaur piss. There's been not enough comets jettisoned into this planet since the dinosaurs that any more water has been produced since the formation of this Earth. Nature does it for you. It's called the rain cycle.